agency that has been serving the community for 60 years in the greater Elgin area. We are going to be conducting a ribbon cutting, and so glad so many of you could join us here today. It is my pleasure to introduce the CEO of Ecker Center for Mental Health, Dr. Daphne Saduka.
Thank you so much for being here with us today to celebrate and acknowledge the grand opening of our Crisis Stabilization Program. This is such a tremendous accomplishment for the Ecker Center. We recognized a gap in crisis care many years ago, and what this community has needed has been a safe place where law enforcement and fire and emergency, thank you. Let me start over. What this community has needed was a safe place for law enforcement, emergency services, community partners, and loved ones could bring someone in need of brief behavioral health assistance. We have heard the city of Elgin, all of you, and we recognize that when an individual is in crisis, they need resources and help in that moment. They cannot wait until Monday morning. They cannot wait for regular business hours. We constantly interface with individuals in crisis in our psychiatric emergency programs who don't meet criteria for hospitalization, but they need something. They need a place to go. They need to be served by our behavioral health specialists. They need a place to go where they can stabilize and get connected to additional supports. This crisis stabilization program is going to serve as that place from here on out. This is the space that we've been waiting for. It is the gap in our crisis care. And it is such an honor and a privilege that the Ecker Center can serve the community in this capacity. Thank you all so much. We are here for you. And now I would like to introduce Daisy Silva, our CSP manager.
Hi, I'm Daisy. Good morning, everyone. And this is Jenna Hophan, and she's our coordinator. A big thank you to Daphne, because this would have not been possible without Daphne's vision and active efforts. So big round of applause for Daphne. I did want to take a few moments to kind of give a breakdown of what we're looking for, or who would be a good fit for this program. Who would be a good person who could utilize our service. So it's really anyone who's in a crisis. So what constitutes a crisis? It's really when when a person's behavior puts them at risk for hurting themselves or someone else. It can also be when someone does not have the resources that they would need to manage that crisis. Our CSP aims to mitigate the immediate crisis and the symptoms. We hope to provide guests with the resources and tools needed to prevent a crisis from reoccurring. We aim to encourage guests to make informed treatment choices through the educational materials that we're able to provide and discussions that we're able to have with them about potential services, including the benefits, limitations, and objectives of those services. While someone is here, we can offer them an array of services, including intake and assessment, group programming, educational resources. We can coordinate follow-up services with them, provide brief interventions aimed at skill building. Some key points that I don't want to forget to mention are that we're open to the community. Anyone who's 18 plus can come here. So any adult. It's a walk-in service, no appointments are needed. No insurance is required to access our services, so anyone can come on in. We're also open, we're going to be open 24/7, 365, so we're available at any time of the day. And guests who come in can stay with us for up to 23 hours. So we have a good amount of time that we can work with someone to provide the support that they would need to de-escalate their crisis. As Daphne mentioned, a gap has existed in crisis services, and CSP is so excited to fill that gap.
Well, thank you for sharing the importance of this program, making such a difference in the quality of life of so many of the people of our community. It is very exciting to see not only two-legged guests here, but four-legged guests here today who are going to be helping with this program, I'm assuming, along the way. And thank you all of the professionals who are involved in this program. It is my pleasure to introduce at this time Elgin's Mayor, Mayor David Captain.
Thank you, everyone, and this is an important day. You know, we've become more and more aware as a city of the people that are in crisis. I became involved with a young lady that started work with young people about 5 or 6 years ago. Chief Lally and I were working with her, and it was to prevent suicide in young people. And they get into a crisis situation and they can't find help, they don't know where to go, and this may be something that would get them over that really rough patch and get them back on a track where they can feel, maybe get a little bit more control of their life. But that 1 or 2 minutes or that 1 day or half a day can be a life-saving issue for them. We have emergency responders here. That's part of their job, that they go out and have to identify people that are in crisis. And how do we get them the help that they need? And this is going to do that for them. In a non-stress situation, we're just talking previously about going to the hospital, how intimidating that can be just to have to go there. And to be out with people that you may not understand or may not understand you initially. But this is going to be a great opportunity for the city of Elgin to help intervene and help people, help protect our citizens. That's one of the jobs of the mayor, is to make sure that the residents are safe, and this is a great way to help do that. Thank you all for being here, and let's enjoy cutting a ribbon.
All right.